do you think of first if I say the word recorder? A myriad infants in a primary school band playing nursery rhyme arrangements, or maybe the child next door practicing, or even the instrument which you gave up at the age of 10 in order to go on to a proper instrument. Certainly the modern revival of interest in the recorder has turned it very much into an instrument of basic musical education. And that's something which would have really surprised professional musicians of 400 or 500 years ago. They regarded it as a fully professional instrument, with a part to play in music making of all kinds, in church, chamber, theatre, and so on. Mind you, even in those days, not everyone approved of the recorder. In his famous Book of Martyrs, Fox commended a man for falling on his knees and praying whenever his next-door neighbour started to practice. So, if you agree, you better start praying now. That was the sound of a typical recorder consort of Elizabethan times. 2 descants, a treble, a tenor, and a bass. The word consort means a fellowship, partnership, or company. And during the Renaissance, most instruments existed in a company or consort of several different sizes. Now, this was basically because instrument makers took their inspiration from the human voice, with its different pitches of soprano, alto, tenor, and bass. Here's what Silvestro Ganassi says in the first recorder tutor ever published, the Fontigara, issued in Venice in 1535. Be it known that all musical instruments, in comparison to the human voice, are inferior to it. For this reason, we should endeavour to learn from it and imitate it. Just as a painter imitates natural effects by using various colours, an instrument can imitate the expression of the human voice by varying the pressure of the breath and shading the tone. Thus, one may truly say that with this instrument, only the form of the human body is absent, just as in a fine picture, only the breath is lacking. One of the most famous descriptions of playing the recorder comes in Hamlet, in that scene in Act 3. Hamlet takes a recorder from one of the troupe of players and offers it to Guildenstern with the words, "Will you play upon this pipe?" When Guildenstern protests that he cannot, Hamlet goes on, "Govern these vintages with your fingers and thumb. Give it breath with your mouth, and it will discourse most eloquent music. Look you, these are the stops." Hamlet picks up the recorder in order to make a fool out of Guildenstern, because the instrument is so simple. Yet that very simplicity is deceptive. Being easy to blow but hard to play is what makes the recorder so unsatisfactory in some ways in schools.